Are we recording on your end?
Yeah, good.
All right,
We
dope.
good money, baby.
Yeah. Uh, only 2 minutes of prep this time. All right, I like it.
Prep, schmep.
Uh, so, are you ready?
Born for this shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Proficient Fans. My name is CB, and with me is
Clay Haggard. Hey,
the
shout
best
out,
one since we did
shout
video.
out, shout out, CB for getting through the intro. It's only been 71 intros, but good job.
Nah, man, like it was. I feel like a lot of it was due to the fact I was used to like having somebody in the room doing it, and it just kind of kept me on pace. So now that I'm in the lab by myself, yeah. So, anyways, how was the week, man?
It was
What's
good.
been popping?
Long week of work, learning a lot without having the GM there, but blessing in disguise, man. I took that shit like a champ. We got through the week. It was a good week. But resilience. I've been resilient since I've been down here. That's my word of choice. I mean, dude, without having like your number one go-to in the store and being that number one go-to in a new store, in a new role, that's been a lot to take in, man. But I tell you what, I've been proud of myself. I've gotten through it all. Received compliments from multiple people. So
That's what's up.
good shit. What about you, man?
I did a whole lot of nothing, man. Watched a lot of fucking TV, dude.
That's a fucking epic ass week, bro. If anyone out there is saying, "Ew, you did nothing," I don't like you.
No, I mean, here's the thing: is like I had the last week off, and I mean, the only reason why I took it off is because I have to. You know, I have so much time built up that I have to take time off, and so, you know, it was cool. I mean, like, I'd take the kids to school, pick them up, you know, hang out with them all day and week, and hang out with my wife. It was a good week all in all. Yeah, I got caught up on Vikings, Billions, yeah, Billions. Let's see here. I just watched the last episode of Power last week. Hey, so
speaking of shows getting caught up on, you know what's been my go-to at lunch for work now?
What's that?
Comes out every Wednesday. Lego Masters. I'm getting fucking hooked on that shit. It's a little cheesy because it's like, you know, it's like normal ass.
No, we wanted to watch it.
It's fucking legit, bro. I watch it on Hulu.
Loves Legos.
You can watch it on Hulu.
That's what's up.
Yeah. They've gotten 2 episodes out so far, but now I'm like, oh shit, need episode 3. What's gonna happen?
Well, now I know that. Like, I'm gonna show see that tomorrow because we saw the previews and we've talked about it, but like,
it's legit, bro. I like it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little more built up than I personally would like, but I understand what type of TV I'm watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like the concept of it. Definitely, it's a lot of scripting, but worth a watch. I mean, I got my Lego X-Wing. I wish I could show it to you guys, but it's doing too much right now. So.
Yes. He's got like 3 fucking totes, like big fucking totes of Legos, dude. There's a lot of money invested in these motherfucking Legos at this house.
It's Lego.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, no, I'm talking about plural though, because I'm talking about how many. Yeah,
it's Lego. That's what I'm saying. That's what I learned on Lego Masters. They were like using the term. You don't call it Legos. You would say the Lego, and it's singular and plural apparently.
It's like deer.
Yeah. A deer or the deer or many deer. Yeah.
There's no plural. You know, it's just one word. Get the fuck out of here.
Deers. Lots of deers. Yeah, no. Hey, so
this game is right, but I mean, like, I am a little frustrated. It's 8:43 and this motherfucker hasn't kicked off yet.
I know. And NBA All-Star Game is right now, so CB and I get the pleasure of watching just some crazy shit happen as we record. I'm actually pretty excited for that, to be honest with you.
But you know what I was glad I saw when I was looking at notes this week was I saw that you had Astros finally confront, because here's the thing. How many weeks ago did that news break? And we didn't even talk about it.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was
I know.
pissed. Every week I'd get pissed at myself because I'm like, yo, this is a big fucking story. This
It
isn't
is.
like, whatever. I mean, this is legitly a huge story, and I've been having questions, so I saw that you put this on here, and I just wanted to, go ahead and take it away on, what kind of made you to finally remember to put it
Yeah,
on here.
so I mean, for those of you, I know CB and I have talked about it before, but we never got into detail. Houston Astros were caught cheating during the 2017 World Series and last year's World Series, and some of them were wearing buzzers underneath their jerseys that would go off, indicating what pitch was coming next. They were banging in the dugout because they could pick up signs from the catcher using technology out in the outfield, like cameras. And long story short, it's been a huge deal in the off season talking about it, and then the Boston Red Sox went under investigation, have been found using sign stealing technology.
Guilty.
And I know, right? And so like hammers are coming down, and the Astros, now that we're coming up to spring training, the media has actually been able to directly approach these players and coaches and owners and GMs and ask them, like, what the fuck, basically. And all of the players, well, I shouldn't say that. Some of the players, some of the leaders, like Bregman, Altuve, I can't think of anyone else. They actually went up on podium and they had like these scripted apologies that they gave to the media. And then there was some locker room time. I know Verlander got hit, not hit, but like Verlander was questioned, and there's numerous players questioned in the locker room also, where those locker room answers were a little more intimate coming from the players. But no, at the end of the day, basically, there is a consensus out there from casual fans like us to, like analysts, and people are not happy with the apology that was given by the Houston organization.
It was like a non-apology apology.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, and I have more to say, but as from coming from you, I want you to fill it in first. Like, after watching these videos and hearing what these players and front office folk have to say, I mean, what did you get from this apology from the Astros?
I mean, it was a non-apology. They never once. I mean, like, I'm sorry. We'll go a long fucking way. Just in simple words. They, I'm disappointed, and I don't know what we could actually do to them, because, like, do they get banned like the fucking White Sox with Shoeless Joe Jackson? Do they, they didn't gamble, but I mean, they truly took advantage of the game, and they, I mean, I would say baseball would almost be one of the purest dirty sports out there. The steroid thing, wasn't even dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's just they allowed enhancements for many years. I don't believe any of these guys should ever. I don't want to. So what I want to say is that I don't want to believe that there's nothing that you can do to take away the World Series. They're never going to just go and give it back, right? I think there's got to be a rule in place where they get banned from the Hall of Fame as well. But I don't want to say that because I want Verlander to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, everybody else, I'm sorry. But I mean,
Yeah.
I do, I talk a lot of shit about Justin Verlander, but at the end of the day, like, he's somebody that I would love to see in the Hall of Fame. But at the same time, I feel like something more, that's huge that, that, I don't know. I think there should be more. And I think that right now, if you're not, especially if you're not gonna let Pete Rose in the fucking Hall of Fame, and
Right.
those White Sox, then you gotta make it so not a single person was ever involved in that team.
I'm pro Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, me too.
I
know I didn't really answer your question, but I mean that's just, I mean, like, that is ever since this happened, I'm sitting here like
that pretty much takes. You said it was a lackluster apology. I mean, enough said.
Yeah.
When it comes to the JV thing, obviously, I'm a huge Verlander fan. He was my favorite Tiger for the longest time. I mean, he may still be.
Hey, Tiger fans, who's your favorite Tiger?
He may still be my favorite Tiger, bro.
Pudge. I mean, Pudge is mine.
Pudge is a good
Tom
one.
Brookins.
I was a big Bobby Higginson fan.
And, Bobby Higgy was dope over at third base.
Dude. I mean, Cabrera he's been one of my favorite players of all time, even like in his Florida days, bro. Like, talk about an all-around good player. Like in his older years, he was less mobile in the field, so he did obviously a lot of DHing. But like,
here's the thing: is like if you think about what the Tigers have ever had, we have a lot of great baseball players that have came through Detroit. Yeah. You know, Prince Fielder, Cecil Fielder, Darrell Evans. I know Darrell Evans is before your time, but I mean, like he was. Ty Cobb, Al Kaline. I mean, maybe I don't think Al Kaline's just a Detroit legend. I think I personally feel he's a baseball legend. So I don't know, man. Just a lot of great baseball players came to Detroit, and yeah, but yeah, I've also been very adamant about how I hold the grudges against Verlander, but I would hate for him not to make the Hall of Fame. But I think that's the only right thing that the MLB could do to make it fair.
When he this is kind of my opinion on it, or maybe how I would like to see it handled, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. JV released his statement, in the locker room at that time and said, like I personally, had no idea this was happening, and by the time I did what was that?
Did you see? Yeah, you see the little LeBron dunk there?
And when he actually did find out about it, he said his regret was not saying something or doing something about it. So I guess the way I look at it is obviously everyone in that organization knew there was cheating involved. But I would say, as far as Hall of Fame ban, if players have been proven to be wearing like Altuve and Bregman, the guys wearing the buzzers on their chests, or the guys actually the ones hitting the baseball bat on the, the ones directly involved in the cheating, I could maybe see Hall of Fame ban. But for someone like JV, someone with the rest of the 40-some others, 50-some others in the organization who didn't come to the MLB and say something, they could get stripped of their World Series. I don't see Hall of Fame ban being done when, like, JV didn't do anything other than come out and say something. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying makes him a good person. I understand but see, here's the thing. We can't look at these superstars and point fingers. Everyone. Coaches,
not just
players, front office, owner, general. So all I'm saying is, do you ban all of them? I mean,
that's exactly what I said.
All of the Red Sox, all of the Astros, like forever and always, none of those guys ever have a shot. David Price, done. Like all Mookie Betts, nope, never. Your rest of your career is mute and null. Like I have a hard time laying down that severe of a ban when that's. I mean, look at USC. All right, we taken your national championship. That's what they lost. They lost that's it.
Well, no, USC.
Granted, that was a bit different. That wasn't really cheating, but like, I guess I'm just thinking of something that was a severe.
That takes away. I mean, cheating is completely taken away.
I'm not
from
saying
the
I'm
sport.
for it. I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm saying as far as that fine, like. So I mean, we're fining them from the Hall of Fame for an honest.
But they're not
correct. Is that really what it comes down to? Like, so any dishonest player, you've been dishonest with us.
The MLB doesn't even have to do anything. So you're saying the MLB doesn't have to do anything to
No,
I mean, stripping of the World Series. Okay, whatever.
To be directly related to the cheating,
but
actionable cause.
How do you know who was exactly? I mean, 100% no.
Evidence. Bregman and Altuve were both proven to be wearing wiring, and they've come out and admitted it.
What about the banging?
Direct cheating. That's what I said. You have that on camera. There's cameras on dugouts all over the dugout.
Yeah, but everybody. I mean, so.
What I say is, who was holding the bat? Who chose to be directly involved in the cheating?
Got it.
That's where I'm coming. Once again, evidence. In this video, you are shown receiving a message and banging a trash can, giving an audible code directly leading to the cheating. Without your audible bat, the batter doesn't know. Other than the two guys wearing the buzzers.
Right.
Like, he cheated more than the hitter, if you think about it. He's the one giving the message. So
Yeah.
once again, that's what I'm thinking. Shame on everyone else. Like Justin Verlander, still a fan. That is going to taint his image. And it does. It taints for. I agree. Like it taints for me too, dude. Like you knew something was like. I mean, first of all, that's a fucking tough spot to be in, man. That's a real tough spot to be in. I'm just shocked that nothing came out earlier. Like there's some innocent guys with high moral standards that probably were like, okay, so let's see here, lose the millions of dollars that I used to support my family by being a snitch, or just ride it out, mind my own business, and hope I don't get caught in the shitstorm. Like that's got to be a legitimate thought going through some of these guys' heads.
Well, and I will say that was a fair legality-wise. Exactly what you said is the only thing that they could probably do. Legality, you know what I'm saying? Legally. But as a fan, you know, of the game, and you know, we want to try to keep these games as pure as possible, because one of the reasons why we love them is because of when we were kids ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So when it was just, you know, clean, I can't recall us ever scuffing a ball or, you know, trying to use extra pine tar, at least when I was playing. You know what I mean? And we know damn sure that, you know, our umps were getting paid, you know? So, I mean, like, you know, when they start getting into the professionals where you know that there's those types of things that can and do happen, the extra cheating like that, like, I get it. Like, you know, you're calling it out, but I mean, like, I guess I remember us saying fastball, curveball, you know what I mean? Just saying it out loud, like, yo, we're not cheating, and we're fucking kids, you know.
Well, as far as the signs coming in, there's nothing wrong with stealing signs. What's wrong is using technology to obtain that.
Yeah.
So those
That's
cameras.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. But for the folks out there who are missing what we're talking about, like the fact that you have a camera out in the outfield that's zoomed in on the catcher and zoomed in on a coach to be able to pick up signs that they're giving, and then relaying those signs to the dugout. I mean, if you're on second base and you see the catcher going,
yeah, you sit there like just going like this.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you can straight up tell, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's 100% nothing wrong with that. But that, yeah, man, that's a tough spot to be in general. I mean, the way I look at it, like, you know, like I was a fan of Bregman, like forever and always. That shit's tainted, dude. I'll never be able to look at Altuve and
Altuve was,
like forever. Like, dude, I could be in my 50s and 60s, you know, watching the Astros play, and I'll still be like, motherfucking cheaters. I don't know if I'll be able to let that shit go. Maybe when everyone's clean house, all front office, you know, they're just old, like they're old enough to where they've retired or gone somewhere else, and the whole team is new. Like until then, that organization is going to be hit for a minute, dude.
I'm glad that Mookie Betts is out of there.
Fucking Red Sox, dude.
I'm glad, because I really like him. I'm glad he got out of there.
The fucking Dodgers, though.
They're about ready to be nasty.
Woof. I don't know if I've seen a better lineup.
No,
Yankees
you have
are
not.
Close. The Yankees are real close.
This is the year for that, man.
The talent that the Dodgers have now, man, they better be. Can you imagine if Kershaw shits the bed again?
Oh,
hey, he'll be the next Ryan Leaf.
Then I'll be mad that I ever went back on him, you know? I'm like, ship him out, fuck him.
I mean, dude, Yankees-Dodgers are looking fucking strong right now. Preseason, on paper, Yankees-Dodgers, no doubt. I hope it's not the Yankees. And if it is, I hope they get swept.
You see, I don't have a hate for them. I just looking for baseball. With the as wherever my Tigers land, if they're in contention, of course I'm always rooting for them. But I mean,
shit! 3 pods in a row on the fucking webcam. I've yawned.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, did you see that they did MLB like predictions of the season, and the Tigers are finishing ahead of the Twins in the division, like 69 wins.
Fuck.
Woo.
I hope we surprise people.
I'm sorry, not the Twins. Royals. They had us above the Royals, 4th place. I'll take it.
I tell you what, man. is our division even that nice this? I mean, the Indians supposed to be sweet.
Indians have been really good. The Twins are getting really good.
They're pissing me off.
Yeah, dude.
I got an old boss. His name.
White Sox are butt cheeks.
Yeah.
They're better than us, though.
I have an old boss he was from Minnesota. Loved everything about Minnesota, and I hated it when his Twins are actually better than my Tigers at any point in time. But yeah. What was it? Oh, did you see? Christian Yelich was at the
dunk contest.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh, where are we gonna go to? We didn't talk about it. We were talking about, the rotation and things. So I was like, but NFL seems like a good reason to talk about how Phillip Rivers is no longer a Charger, because what killed me was I was really looking to see what would happen if Tom Brady, on that simulation that you sent me, how he would end up in San Diego.
Los Angeles.
I know. I wanted to say San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Scotch. Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond.
Oh. So you said Long Branch was Matthew McConaughey's?
Yep. I was watching those whiskey guys on YouTube again, and the video they brought on like a whiskey noob. Not really a whiskey drinker, knows nothing, dude. Nothing. And they had him try like 8 different whiskeys or 10 different whiskeys, and he was just kind of like
carried out.
Just kind of going over them, and they were oh, I'm sorry, that was a different video. I watched 2 videos of theirs, but nonetheless, that video was really cool. The way you got to see kind of someone who doesn't really drink whiskey kind of describe it and what they were tasting, and then the 2 whiskey experts were kind of like, some of the things they were saying were leading on to certain flavors or types that he was going to taste. That was a pretty cool video. But the other one, they were drinking 10 whiskeys that were made that derived from like celebrities or celebrity backings. So they showed like proper 12, like Conor McGregor's whiskey, and Long Branch, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that's what's up.
They had a Led Zeppelin one on there.
That's good.
A whole bunch
that
of
is
different
good.
Ones. Yeah.
I was gonna say it wasn't whiskey, but Deadpool has gin, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm. So, no, but anyways, yeah. I wanted to get into Phillip Rivers not being a Charger. Are you guys gonna go after him?
No. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm all in on Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm straight. I'm good.
You really good?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna draft a QB. I really hope we don't fuck anything up. I don't want to trade up. I don't want to trade down. I want to stay right where the fuck I am, and I want to get Tua at this point because I've done some more research on that motherfucker, and he's got a great skill set. I just you don't accidentally get liked by that many people who know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even after a hip injury, to come back and still have all of these professionals who their only job is to watch his tape and evaluate. That many people don't all say he's that good on accident.
And I have to say that he's good to go.
Exactly. And, once again, like I said, and I've said it on camera or on recording, that I think my opinion on him is slightly jaded because his success has always been there, that it's easy to overlook his individual talent. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you assume it. You're like, oh, Alabama won again. Tua threw for 7 touchdowns. And you're just like, Alabama's good. No, Tua is throwing that ball regardless of the fact. You know what I mean? Got to get credit. Credit is due where credit is earned. So I can't lose sight on that. It would be cool to have a mobile lefty quarterback too, just to have a mobile lefty quarterback. Why not? So, but we need a quarterback, and no, we're not going to get Rivers. Rivers is going to go to like Tampa Bay or some crazy shit like that, and that's where he's going to end up.
Do you think that the Las Vegas Raiders are gonna get rid of Carr?
No.
Think they're gonna stick with him?
Yes, I think.
Well, I know we're doing like really early like projections of what we think, but
I think Gruden's got a boner for Derek Carr. Wait, David? No, David is his brother.
David.
Derek. Yeah, I was right. Derek Carr. I think he's got something for Carr, and I think he likes Carr a lot. I think he's gonna stick with them, especially since they're getting better right now. You know, they're still building, and Gruden's getting more comfortable. They'll ride him out. They'll keep him.
Yeah, just because of the fact that after Philip Rivers was let go, and then of course Tom Brady's gonna check out free agency. I thought, man, it'd be really cool if he became like the new face of Las Vegas. You know, like, hey, let's go. I mean, like that'd be really pretty cool to see. But no, I didn't know about Carr and if he was really gonna be what I watched. What was it? Hard Knocks last year. I was buying into AB and Carr.
No, I think Rivers will be fine though, man. He had a good tenure with the Chargers. Couldn't get the big game taken care of, but I was watching a special on him, and excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Again.
It talked about Rivers and his just how he talks trash on the field and he works super hard. Did you know he doesn't cuss at all ever?
Really?
It's not a part of his lifestyle. So you'll hear him on the sideline. He's just like, "Dang nabbit, gosh darn it."
Yeah. I don't trust him.
I know. But then he goes out there and talks trash to players without cussing.
You know how good your vocabulary's got to be able to just talk some shit and really fuck with a person's soul without using a fuck?
No.
Oh, you poo butt motherfucker.
You can't say poo butt if you're going to follow it up with motherfucker.
No, the thing is, like, you just can't say poo butt without that, you know? And it's like, come on. Oh.
You uneducated individual.
Speaking of uneducated, let's talk about Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett being reinstated.
Who's uneducated, the NFL or Myles Garrett?
That's a tough one to say. Because he once again reinstated the fact that Rudolph, what's Rudolph's first name?
Kyle.
Travis? Kyle Rudolph. Travis.
You know what's funny? I was going to say the red-nosed reindeer. What the fuck? I can't talk about it, guys, but I'm trying to stay focused. Kyle Rudolph, tight end, Minnesota Vikings.
But basically said that he called him the M word. So
Mason Rudolph.
Mason, thank you.
Sorry, Kyle Rudolph. I even said Minnesota Vikings tight end.
You know, did you understand there was a huge pause there? Because I'm like, wait.
For the record, though, Kyle Rudolph's a bigger deal than Mason Rudolph. Just saying.
Yeah, that would definitely be a bigger deal. But no, Kyle got his his with his head being crushed in because that was nuts.
Yeah, those memes were fucking on point, bro. Showed him with like fucking a quarter of his head chunked out.
Yeah, man. Like, but the thing was, is like when you actually saw his head fucking move. But
slurping he's some fucking Dr. Pepper over here on the mic.
Yo, shout out Side Drink over there. Diet Dr. Pepper.
There we are, baby. Thank God it was all blurred out. You and your blurred out fucking camera. There it is, baby. Hut, hi!
I move quick. I move fast. So
I really beam.
It's the ladies.
I went with Dr. Pepper Cherry this time. Try something different.
Always Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's great. You and your fucking sucralose. Enjoy that shit.
My what?
Sucralose. Sugar substitute.
Oh. No, zero sugar. Oh no, this
It still
isn't
got
zero sugar.
sweeteners, bro. It'll have aspartame or sucralose or some shit
Oh,
like that.
I was gonna say it's typically aspartame because I always make the joke about how I love my aspartame. Yeah, right there it is, aspartame. I love that shit.
Yeah.
And my beverage just tastes delicious.
Oh fuck. All right. Anyways, Myles Garrett reinstated. I'm pretty sure you were the one who said he'd only be out rest of the season and be reinstated if I remember correctly.
That sounds about correct. I mean, I said at worst he gets suspended for an entire season, but I was just like, at the end of the day, I knew he was gonna be back. Especially when you threw out the fact that my man called him.
Browns need him. I know that much. Hey.
You know what? That might have been the reason why they finished so poorly.
Yeah. Could have been. I mean, dude, he's probably their best. He is. He's their best defensive player. Side note, text me and remind me in case I forget. I'm coming home Tuesday night next week.
I'm coming home. I'll
bring your glass. I'll give it to Nick.
That's what
Nick can bring it to you at work.
I like where your head's out there, Playboy.
What you eating? Almonds? Those look like almonds.
Nah, man. The Planters honey roasted peanuts.
Oh, he went for the poor man's nut.
Nah, I smashed all my almonds. I save those for work anyway.
He said, "I got pistachios, bitch. Money ain't a thing."
Nah, I save the almonds for work.
Yeah.
It's at my locker. Wasabi, dude. If you don't fuck with it, you need to try it, dude.
Go habanero barbecue. Try those and then holler at me, bro.
Hey, hold on. TV timeout. Hold the conversation for a minute.
What is this? What is this unprofessional? What? Put CB on the. Put him on. No, leave him off the mic. No, he ain't no proficient fan. You ain't no proficient fan. I know you hear me over these mics. I know you hear me over them headphones. Go upstairs. Go ask your mom. Go ask your mom.
Say get upstairs.
Hey, let me get a big go green.
Go what?
Yeah, boy. All right, you can stay a little longer. Earmuffs, though. Earmuffs.
Hey, hurry up, go.
Is he eating the nuts?
Yeah, man.
Ain't gotta eat them almonds, bro. I've never hit a kid, but shit, there's a first for everyone. It's just child abuse, people.
Yeah, right. I'm just beating my child.
It's just child abuse. He is fucking up my vibe right now.
These guys are killing me.
He's fucking up my vibe. Oh shit! He didn't even need nothing.
All right.
What did he even need? What did he even need? Did he just come down and just fucking shot? He didn't even need anything. He came down so we get some nuts.
He goes, here's what it is. He want to be a part, man. He's been asking me for a year and a half.
That's
for
a
however
terrible
long we've been doing it. He bulldogged it. That's what he did. He's just like, I'm going to get my time.
What you forgot is you fucking blurred your background. He actually cut in pretty clear there for a second. Oh, he got me in tears, bro. Got me in tears.
You saw my face on the thing. I'm like, wait, what's happening? You fucking kidding me right now?
He said TV timeout. I'm like, what's going on? Oh shit! Took only 71 episodes for an interruption, but only 3 at the CB household. All right.
Long branch.
I
feel like I should just have a bottle of that in the house just because. No. Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about Myles Garrett though. Are you good there?
I'm off him.
Let's talk.
We got to keep football rolling though.
Well, you want to keep it because I want. Yeah, we can do that because only thing I was gonna think about was the fact that my heart was broken yesterday, but it's cool.
Why?
Michigan State, man, they're making my fucking heart ache right now.
Jesus, yeah. By the time I got out of work, but my good friend Kyle and his wife Kelly drove an hour down to Verizon to switch over to Verizon, and And obviously, like, I would love my Spartans, but I love my friends more, and I wanted to spend time with them, so I took them out to dinner as a thank you for coming all the way to see me. But yeah, no, shout out Gump, Easy Money Fantasy League. Actually, Kyle's fucking really good at fantasy football. He makes he always sets the record for most moves in a season. I need to keep.
I love sitting next to that kid during the draft, man. He's what's up.
He wanted to he wants to use a toilet seat as the last place trophy of the league every year.
Oh, wait a minute.
As funny as it is, the problem is who's gonna actually like keep the toilet seat. Like,
you got to.
I asked Ben what he does with this trophy, thinking it would be in like the living room on display. He goes, "I keep it next to my bed." I'm pretty sure he told me he keeps it next to his bed. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm like, you keeping it close by, man, just as close as your wife every night. That means that's more important.
If an intruder comes by, he needs to make sure that that's safe. I get it.
Oh yeah, dude. Don't hit the. Honestly, I'd rather him take a blow from a robber than use my trophy to hit the robber with and protect himself.
Oh no, he's just
protect the trophy at all costs. Trophy, wife, child, and then whatever else is just fair game. In that order.
Oh, hey, there's Slippery slamming on the fucking screen.
Slippery slamming.
I want him to win that skills competition.
Bro, you sent me that text, and I was like, what is he talking about? I go, oh, he probably means Siakam. Like, it just... It had been a minute since I've heard it.
Oh.
Slippery, slamming, Siakam.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh. What's crazy is that Siakam's so easy now.
So... All right, we're saying we're getting up terrible. Yeah. So lost to Maryland. It sucks because it's another home loss, bro. What is that? 3 this season?
Dude, it sucks that we the last fucking 5 or 7 games.
Oh, dude, we're on a cold streak. I tell you what though, we said this last year, right before our Final Four run. I'd rather get cold now, you know what I mean, and then heat back up coming into March.
Dude, we got to be fucking red hot because here's the thing, is that we're almost to the part where, like, are we thinking I saw it yesterday and it made me mad because I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be a Spartan through and through. But they said something on a social media post that really made me not like them. But they said something about when's the NIT? Or where's the NIT?
Oh, there's no way. Not a chance.
Well, I got really fucking hot on my collar, man. Like I didn't say nothing. I got this person's teams. Number, so I was about to call them up. You think we're not going to
finish top 64
at this rate?
We're not going to keep losing. I have enough faith, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just so biased that I just know
I am fucking nervous. Now Maryland's dope. Here's the thing. Maryland's a dope basketball team right now. And
they're like top 10.
Yeah,
top 5?
So I'm not saying that loss is like crushing because the way rankings look, they're gonna look who we lost to.
I will agree with you on our losing streak, though. Yes.
It's fucking scary, man.
Yeah, it is. It is bad, dude. So I guess in my head, Maryland, I knew was gonna be a tough game, and not saying losing is acceptable, but had we lost to Maryland, I would have been like, okay, like that's a tough team. But I agree with you in the sense of the streak. Like, something needs to be corrected. You know what I mean? Like, that's too many fucking games, especially losing home games.
Yeah.
That's not Izzo's lost like 7 home games his entire career. He's lost like 3 this season.
Game day was there, man. It was a big fucking deal. Like, you show out when you have big fuck. They brought the 2020, 2000 championship team in. 20-year reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, on those kind of occasions, like I was pissed last week when Indiana, although, we talked about how, great it was to see Bobby Knight in Indiana, but at the end of the day, they lost, and I was actually upset about that shit. You win for big occasions.
Sure. Agreed.
And, I don't know. I was highly disappointed. I'm about to ask you who you got in this All-Star game that's going on.
Oh, LeBron. Come on, man.
I figured, but I mean,
all bias aside.
What's that?
I said you want all bias aside.
Yeah.
Cool. Team LeBron.
That's what's up. Why is it though?
They have LeBron James.
That's all it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's who you want, but who do you think's gonna win?
Team LeBron. He goes, "You're not giving me the content I want." Honestly, this would be a better conversation if you were Team Giannis. You obviously know Giannis ain't got shit. So
no, actually, what I was actually surprised by was especially after the way that they're doing this year's All-Star.
Oh, the points thing. It's weird.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, and if you look at it, LeBron's got a lot of big names, right? Giannis got ball players out there to ball out. Like, we don't have these names that these other guys have. I mean, if you look at LeBron James's team, it's disgusting, name-wise. Giannis took a bunch of young guys that are out there to prove some shit.
He did. I agree.
And, with the way this point system's working out, I think it puts him in a good position to actually win. And I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm actually more impressed with his draft than because I felt like LeBron's was just like, I know that these are big names and they ball. That's what happens. They just got a history of balling.
I thought LeBron made the good choices though, man. Like especially in the first round, like those picks he made were legit, bro. Because I watched the draft thing with him and Giannis.
Yeah, which I wanted to talk about, but I didn't put it in the notes because apparently I'm lazy. You heard it here first. But you're right. But let's get back to Michigan State. I didn't mean to go away from that.
Trae Young looks like a hairless cat. He looks weird, bro.
Yeah, but guess what? He averages like 25 points a fucking game.
He looks like a Mr. Bigglesworth.
I was thinking about him this week with All-Star going on, and I was just like, you know what? I was just like, because no, Trae Young. You dick.
Wisconsin.
That was funny shit.
Wisconsin.
No, I'm fucking not Wisconsin. No, Wisconsin. No. No, like I was sitting there thinking about last year how he was my rookie of the year last year, who I chose, who was going to win at the beginning of the season, and then how I thought he should have won, but it's all about location, man. Like there's nobody down there in Atlanta, and that guy balls the fuck out. Point guard averaged 25 points. That's disgusting. But guess what happened exciting at Michigan State this week? That let's get out of the fucking negative Michigan State news and let's talk about Michigan State's Mel Tucker. Welcome home, buddy. Welcome home. Go white. Let's go. 23-year coaching experience. His first job. That's right, folks.
Michigan State.
Under Nick Saban. With Michigan State. So as a graduate assistant, that made me kind of happy. I didn't make a fucking talk. We need him.
Yeah. Hey.
Put it more by the mic so it gets louder.
Let's go. I know all the Michigan fans love it when we play this out. So you know what? Go right through for MSU. Watch the points keep growing. Spartan teams are bound to win. They're fighting with a vim. Rah, rah, rah. See, their team is weak. We're gonna win this game. Fight. Rah, team, fight. Victory for MSU.
All right.
Right. The whole thing. Fuck
it. A solo. I gave you the solo.
That was nice.
Solo dolo. Let's go. I'm really excited with this hire. He's who I wanted last week when his name was just a name on a piece of paper. I said, I mean, I sat there like, I sent you that thing. You're like, because of the fact that like he did turn us down, and then we offered him more money, and he came.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, is that truly your feeling on it? Like, fuck, he only came for the money. He doesn't really want to be
No, I
here.
don't think that's the only reason he came. I know he had ties with Colorado, even though he was only there for a season. But like, it says a lot about someone's character to like go to a school and say, "Yo, go Buffs, we're here to win. We're gonna build something special," and then get an offer and be like, "Oh, dipset." You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know where the dilemma was. I don't know if it was money. I don't know if it was loyalty. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that he came to Michigan State. I'm just glad to have the coaching thing done and over with so we can move forward. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that Bielema would have been an awesome coach too. I mean, the Wisconsin Bielema, not the Arkansas Bielema.
Right.
But I thought that would have been an awesome hire. I don't know much about Luke, but I mean, like, he obviously opted to stay. Luke Fickle. So it is what it is there. But I don't know, man. Like, I like how Mel Tucker's got some roots in East Lansing. He's been here before, been under some awesome coaches. So you know what? Let's see what happens. I'll be honest too. Like, I think it's pretty cool we got a black coach. Like, yes, he's still
that's
a head,
more the reason why I'm so hype about it. But I mean, it was good to see.
And I know how adamant you are of like, a coach is a coach, an athlete's an athlete. Like, it doesn't really matter. But like, it is a big deal,
until
man,
he's black, and we got a great big deal. So.
Oh. All right. So what about this? The first black female coach. You made a big fucking deal about that shit.
I did, but that's
because she's female, CB. It doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying?
It shouldn't matter that she's female.
It's just sexism. I mean, you can say
I know,
it.
Right? No, I thought it was funny to follow up with that. That's all. So no.
But it is a culture thing, man. And like, there is going to be some type of culture that comes along with that. Not saying there's a distinct difference between a white coach and a black coach. All I'm saying is it's a change of, well, okay, what I mean by that is you can't just say he's a black coach, I know what to expect from him. Like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that a person is a person. They can bring whatever attitude they want. But there is, from a cultural standpoint, there is a variable there that comes into play. And I think it will, for our demographic in the, in where East Lansing is, the surrounding area, that shit's going to be a big deal for recruiting, I think, moving forward, depending on what kind of program Coach Tucker decides to build. Coach D to Coach T, bro.
I know, right? I watched this little day in the life that Buffalo did when he was there. And it was funny. It's like 6:08. He's like on his way to the office, and he's like, "Man, I'm feeling good today." He's like, "You know what? We're gonna hit hard today. I want to see some physical." And like throughout this whole morning, he's just like, "I hope we hit hard. I hope we hit hard today." Like, you know what? Like, he wanted that physical play. He wants to just get out there and beat them up. And maybe it's the defensive mind of, I like defensive coaches. I like the way that they work. That's probably the reason why I love Coach D so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach D. But I like that mentality. Let's go out there and beat these motherfuckers up and make them not want to be on the field anymore with us. And I'm excited. From what I saw, I also like some of the moves. Like, originally, from first reports, he wasn't going to keep anybody from Coach Antonio's assistant team. But it looks like he's going to keep Mike Tressel and Ron Burton for unknown roles.
Yeah.
So who's to say what they do? But
you know what, though? Like, once again, like, I'm for the fact that he is coming into this and saying, you know what? I need the guys that are going to do it the way I need it done. So, like, sorry. You know what? Like, it sucks for those coaches. All I'm saying is I'm glad that he's got the backbone to say, like, I'm not here to be fucking friends. I got hired to do a job, and I need the right guys to get that job done the way I want it done. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Part of the thing that I watched was how I hate staff meetings.
Mhm.
He's like I got 40 people in a room, and so he goes, our staff meetings typically last about 2.5 minutes. Because he's like, look, they got a job to do, and I can't do my job if I don't trust them to do it. So,
Fair.
you know, when I heard that, I go, get the fuck out of here. I like that kind of mentality of, you know what? Like, it is what it is. Like, I have to trust in who I fucking hired to do the job to be here. And that's the reason why I personally, and this is, I know I'm going to, I know this is like CB normal Michigan hate, but it's really not. With us saying, fuck it, do what you want to do, coach, will lead us to glory quicker than it did Michigan. Because, you know, Michigan never really gave the keys to anybody except for, I feel like the closest they've ever given the keys to anybody was Coach Harbaugh.
Side note, yes, I did put ice into a thermos to keep it cold for my next round of whiskey.
That's what's up.
I came fucking prepared this time. I was listening to what you were saying about Harbaugh and U of M, and I'm with it, dude. Like, I feel like when it comes to my teams, football teams, excuse me, Miami Dolphins, Michigan State Spartans, I have felt like, and I was with Coach D for a long time. I have been all the way to the end, but I will not turn a blind eye to the fact that he was extremely loyal to his staff, and in times of needed change, he was not willing to step up and make that change and correct the mistakes, which was a little disappointing. But since that, like, the Dolphins haven't really had like that hard-nosed coach who comes in and gets that shit done either, man. And I feel like we're off to the best start I've seen with Brian Flores in Miami. Coming in saying, this is culture, this is how we're going to do it. If not, get the fuck out. We'll trade you. We'll cut you. I don't care. We're starting fresh with a core that wants to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking stoked about it, dude. And I'm not saying Mel needs to come in and just, you know what I mean, abandon ship and start fresh. But, like, it's good to see somebody. I like the backbone. You know what I mean? This is how I want it done. Here we go. Like, I'm not afraid to say it. I love it.
Well, you know, that's the kind of shit that I really like to see, because one of the big arguments that a lot of Spartans had last year, past 2 years is, you know, we got these coaches around. Why are we still using these guys? We got to get rid of them. He's got to fire them. So now we have no excuse. You know,
yeah.
I mean, like, there's never personally, I never had an excuse as a Spartan. I never have, never will. If our teams are great, our teams are great. If our team sucks balls, I'm quick to say they fucking suck.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna fucking gas you up. Although my Spartans and basketball should be doing way better than what they're doing right now. But it, you know, when it comes to football, I feel like I'm pretty quick to say if I honestly believe that we have that kind of a season ahead of us. And I like what I see with Mel Tucker, Coach Tucker, excuse me. And I from the videos I've seen of him, I'm excited to see the excitement. Relentless. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't wait to see that on a T-shirt this fall, dude. You know, Showtime is one that he used on one of his Instagram. I went and followed him right away on Instagram. And he has an Instagram. I mean, but like, you know, like, that lets me know that you're one with the kids, man. Because that's how that's how you're gonna get those younger guys that if they can relate to you.
I was
if you
just
can relate
on
to every man.
Yeah, I was just on his page. Let's make sure that I actually followed him.
He's got a blue check.
Nope, I didn't follow. No, I'm saying I went to his page and looked at it. I didn't click the follow button. I wanted to confirm. I did not, and now we're good.
Yeah.
I don't see any Michigan State shit in here though.
Well, I mean, he's been a little busy.
No. I need him on the gram, baby. I need him on the gram.
I'll tell you, in his stories, they've been there, if I remember correctly. Never mind. He hasn't posted any stories. It's been a busy weekend. I'm gonna let him slide.
Fair. Fair.
You know, he had to go to a hockey game. He went to the Michigan State game
Yeah,
yesterday.
bro. That was dope. That was good to see him doing
I
that
guess
shit. Though,
maybe
getting involved in
maybe
the university.
maybe that's what really grinded my gears about yesterday's loss as well as we announced our football coach. Show the fuck out. you know. Oh, so it was cool. Like my son CB who interrupted us abruptly earlier.
Yeah, I remember.
He he's had a little problem this year in basketball. Just he wasn't comfortable with the coaching style and all that stuff. Well, don't know what made me think about it, but I looked up his coach, Googled him, Googled that motherfucker, right? Because he every game day, it seems like he's decked out in Michigan State stuff. Just so happens, former fucking forward for Michigan State. And I told CB goes that, and he goes, "What?" I think he buys into his coach's philosophy now.
Yeah,
I want to tell him
shit.
he needs to be fucking. I mean, as a coach, you should market the shit out of that shit. I mean, for kids, I mean that means a lot to a kid. At least maybe just my kid, but I mean, I don't know. Like, if I know that once I knew that, like my varsity baseball coach was on the farm team for the Pittsburgh Pirates, I was like, what? This guy knows what he's talking about. I mean, it's just like extra shit that in your life that's kind of a big deal for kids growing up. And I was like, man, he should have told all these kids, look, this is my history, because that's what my kid's last coach did. Now his coach before that, dickhead, asshole, motherfucking Ben Green. Nah, he's only an asshole because he fucking whooped me. But I hate the winner of that league this year too. Fuck
Adam?
everybody.
It was
Yeah,
Adam.
I know. I you know what? I should get a taste
no,
of that
I'm
action.
sorry. You're talking about me. Me winning
No.
your league.
No, I was
2 years
talking
in a
about
row.
the other league.
2 years in a row. That's right. Back-to-back champion. My
I
bad.
don't recall me running a league. I might start one up this year. You in?
Yeah, I'll win that one too. Balls deeper league.
You're right.
We got 10 guys now, or 10 teams instead of 8.
Oh.
Ricky's many teams. I'm still spanking that ass.
Well done, sir. Well done.
71 episodes. That's all I've been waiting for, bro. Thank you.
Let's see.
Hey, side note while we're on the football topic, shout out Houston Roughnecks, 2-0, leading their division right now. Nick Cook, I know you're not listening, but him and Adam Jackson. Adam listens. They had a 4 or 5 bet parlay on some XFL today, and their last bet, the only one they needed to meet that parlay was to have the Battlehawks beat the Roughnecks.
Yo,
sorry, son.
What was that guy's name? That did you see that yesterday at halftime? He was talking shit about the whole fucking. We gotta scrap the whole fucking program. We gotta start everything all over again. He gets benched at halftime, and I'm not getting to play the rest of the time. Oh, where the fuck is it? XFL? Here we go. Let's just search it.
Take a look at this. You see that?
The St. Louis Battlehawks.
Nick Cook bought an XFL hoodie for the Battlehawks, bro. That's how diehard this kid went all in on his XFL pick.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a shit XFL fan. I told him I'm gonna need an authentic. I'm gonna have to get that jersey for the fucking championship, bro.
No. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. Let's see here. Schedule. I don't really care about the schedule. I want to see. I'm trying to see what's the record right now.
Who?
XFL. I just want to see like rankings. Then I do DC.
DC Defenders are 2-0 also. I have them up right now, bro.
Okay, so
Hey, I got you. Check this out. Let's get weird with it, bro.
Are you gonna share a screen?
I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Hang on, guys. Got to figure out how to do this again. Apparently that's not happening.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, here it is. Share screen. Can you see my screen?
I see me. Oh yeah, I see your screen. There we go. Yeah, because didn't I pick DC?
Yeah.
And you chose the Roughnecks?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I'm not buying a fucking Defenders jersey. We see each other in the championship.
Mm-hmm. That's right, son. Now you're getting nervous.
Getting nervous. Over the XFL. Yeah. Yo, so did you hear that Colin Kaepernick was, they had conversations XFL and Colin Kaepernick did? That was a question.
No, I said mm-mm.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't hear it.
No.
There we go. Yeah, so apparently there was conversations, but he was asking for too much money. And what blew my mind was how much money do you think that this league has in reserve to be able to ask a stupid amount of money? Like, I think the most that like any player can get paid in that was $600,000.
Jeez, really?
I think so. They're a startup. You're not gonna fucking until they start getting bread underneath the table, and not underneath the table like dirty or anything, but once they actually start getting some money. But I mean, then they can start, being able to spend a little bit more money on players and give them a better wage.
I'm
but
with you.
But 600,000? I mean,
I think Cap just being there and being as relevant as he was, he probably just knows what his body is worth and just doesn't want to get. I mean, once again, I'm not.
Then why
saying
have
I'm
the
not defending
conversation?
him.
Why?
Just to see, man. Who knows? I don't know. Why not? Why not have the conversation is the question.
So do you think that the XFL was silly for not paying him what he's? Whoa! Shut up! Are you kidding me?
What did he hit? Full court?
Half
court.
I think about 3/4. I thought.
Oh, half court.
Half court. There we go. Trey fucking Young. Let's go. I say. What I say. Hear me when I speak. Oh, please. Trey Young's the truth. I wouldn't be mad at any young kid that decide they're going to be an Atlanta Hawk fan because they watch Trey Young play basketball.
I like Luka more.
Yeah, you can like him all you want, motherfucker.
Chris Paul.
Hey, old man.
Second most all-time assists in All-Star history? 10th All-Star appearance?
Okay. When you go that many times, you get to be able to, and you're a point guard.
Hall of Fame numbers. Those are some Hall of Fame numbers.
I don't doubt that he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think he's as great as everybody says. But he's good enough for the Hall of Fame? Yes. He's the least best player for the Hall of Fame.
Hi, my name's Stevie Watkins, and I am biased.
Oh, I should have been a lawyer, motherfucker. I can argue anything.
I got two little side note shout outs because I really don't got much else to say unless you got something to talk about.
Let's see here. Dunk contest. Let's get into that for your side notes because I feel like your side notes.
Yeah, it's just more. I got two things. One of them on there though is obviously just mentioned, but dude, that dunk contest was pretty dope. I still feel like Aaron Gordon got robbed again of a ship, but
that was not cool, bro.
Harris Jr. What's his first name? Derek? No.
Jones. Derek Jones Jr.
Was it Derek Jones Jr.?
Yeah, if I remember. I think that's what it was.
He showed up. Those guys put on a fucking show.
Derek
man.
Jones.
Yeah, they put on a fucking show. That was some good shit.
Dude, everybody. Here's the thing: is like, although I wanted Dwight to win, bias Laker. Well, the gimmick stuff was cool just to see fun again, but Aaron Gordon and Derek Jones Jr. those dudes were dunking, and so was who's the other dude, that kid that did the White Man Can't Jump? Corton?
Isn't it Conahue or something like that? Plays for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Connington.
That's right.
Connaughton? Pat Connington?
Connaughton. There's no G in there. It's Connaughton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's CONNAUGHTON. Connaughton. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, that dude could jump too. That dude was jumping the fuck out. Here's the thing: those three should have been the three. There should have been three finalists, and they got to come up with a better way to score the dunk competition.
Mm-hmm.
Because Aaron Gordon's like, yo, I'm done. I just scored a fucking 450. He got 50s on every fucking dunk. I mean, 50s on every dunk. So he's just like, what am I? That says duck, not duck, dunk. He's like, why am I still dunking? And they end up making him do the dunk off. And then
got a 47.
The guy, yeah, well, he dunked over Taco Fall, man.
Taco Fall.
Who the fuck does that? That was nuts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could. Did you see the interview afterwards? He legitimately called him out. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I've given you everything. He's done the past 3 years. This is his 4th year. He's like, I gave you everything. I guess I'm gonna go try and win the 3-point contest because there's no judges on that. Basically, is what he was getting at. Now you said you watched the highlights. What'd you think?
I mean, I still think Aaron Gordon had the better dunks, personally. I thought, I don't know, man. They were both awesome. They really were. Like, it was a toss-up, but I thought Aaron Gordon was impressive. He's very explosive.
And he's fucking really jumps really, really high.
Yeah.
Like, really, really, really fucking high. There was one time I thought he hit his fucking head on the rim. Like, I mean, he gets the fuck up.
Bro. They're over the rim.
They're looking down at it, and it was crazy.
That windmill from a step inside the free throw line from Harris, though, was pretty nice, too. Jones. Jones. I can't really see Harris. Jones. Yeah. He did that one step in, did a windmill, and fucking dunked that shit.
He was pissed because he wanted to hit the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to hit the free throw line, and he missed it. Here's the thing, is like, on that round particularly, the more impressive dunk was dunking over Taco.
Agreed.
And so I personally look at Chance going crazy. He's like, yo, this is my city. Represent. But personally, I think they should have still given Gordon the 50. You go into let's get into just you on the spur of the moment. Not the shit you practice. Let's see what you're gonna just really try to fucking bring out the fucking bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if they would have done another 50
just
and had him go another time,
yeah.
I mean, let's see how creative you are. I mean, this is a dunk contest. Like, stamina is part of it. What are you gonna do? Let's see. I felt like they just gave it away because they wanted to end it. I mean, because it was coming up on the hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, let's get the dunk contest right. Because definitely Aaron Gordon personally, and no offense to Derek Jones Jr. But on that last round, if you're judging round by round by round, Aaron Gordon had the better dunk. It was more impressive. It was a more impressive dunk. And that's not to say that jumping from one step inside the free throw line with a windmill isn't impressive. But, I mean, the physical feat of jumping over 6'9"?
Taco's like 7 foot.
Yeah, and when the way he had him stand, he probably went down about 6'5", and he didn't fucking like. The only reason why Taco's head moved forward was because Taco didn't, it was all hand. Like he kept his hand moving. I wish I could hear a little wheezy going off. Hold on. Wheezy, get it. Well, I wish we had the feed in. We'd probably get sued by the NBA, though. Fuck them. Hear the background. Yeah. Look at them pants. They got Kobe Bryant pants.
And he's got white moon boots up to his knees.
I like the way you do work there. Them glasses are dope. Okay, should I get them for my next prescriptions?
No, you don't got enough swag, bro.
I know that's right.
Is he wearing some like female like Lakers leggings?
I mean, are they female if you
or
put
those
them on?
sweatpants?
They're sweatpants. They're loose. Let's talk about that fucking classy turtleneck he got on.
All right, I'm going back to mute.
I wore the, yeah. Although I do if one more record label try to stop me, it's gonna be some dread-headed. It's funny to see my family just not say the N-words when we get in the car. And I'm banging shit. I look around that motherfucker. Let you know every one of y'all get fucked up. You dropping an M-bomb up in my motherfucking ride. Even I don't do it. Don't you march? You is not. You better blank it out, motherfucker. I'll find out. Pop up. Very sneaky.
For the Michigan State fans out there, I didn't even watch this whole thing, so I was watching it at work. But there's a show called Divided We Stand, Michigan versus Michigan State. And it is a must watch for
It's
any
like an
Michigan
hour,
fan,
right?
for any Michigan State fan, or for any Big Ten fan, or anyone who just likes rivalry. Like the insight, the interviews, the people they touched on, the just the way everything, it's the way it's filmed, the way it's the timeline set up. Like I'm gonna go through and watch it. Like it's happening. And my good buddy Will Jackson's coming up from Hilton Head Island tomorrow, and him and Matt Merrick are going to be staying with me Monday night, just to kind of give themselves a break before they drive up to Michigan. And Will's a big U of M fan, so like, I think I'm going to ask if, depending on what they want to do, if they want to watch that, and I think it's going to be a good watch, because I watched about at least a solid 20 minutes, man, and I was like captivated. Like I was in that shit. I was really, really enjoying it. So I'm sure YouTube TV probably has it, so that's probably where I'll try and find it. Or if not, YouTube.
I was gonna say I was looking for it earlier because I saw that and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because didn't that come out like November or so? When did that come out?
Yeah, came out a while ago. I think.
Everything I was finding was November, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, why did I not know about this? It's looking about 47 minutes, at least like this thing I see from Jason Sanchez, Rosa, and Venmo. I'm not gonna Venmo no money to watch that motherfucker. I'll find it. I'm not gonna give you 5 on it. This ain't a bag. But I was pretty excited to see that. I'll probably try to start watching it tonight and see how far I make it. But you had something else.
Yeah, man.
I was hoping that you didn't watch it because I was something I want to have watched and have a conversation about.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't really watched it all, so that works out perfect for us. We'll try and have it ready by next week, just to touch on.
We should touch on the Vic story. I didn't finish it from the hour and a half that I watched.
I sleep, and it is what it is.
What did you think about it from what you saw? Because we talked about how we're gonna have a conversation about it. Let's have a quick one.
Yeah, I wanted to have more of a conversation about like his professional career. They didn't really get into his professional career a whole lot in part one. Up until like the scan, because like I said, I fell asleep during some of it, but I watched everything up through his childhood, his younger years, his high school days, going to Virginia Tech to be closer to family, and then out.
It was really cool to see that part. I was gonna say it was really cool to see his decision making on where he was gonna go to school. Like he was legitimately just a guy that loved being around his comfort zone. He was a comfort zone guy. The way that I was thinking he was when I lived in Lansing and he was in Atlanta. I didn't think about college. I just thought about when he was really big in Atlanta. Uh, and I was like, man, I couldn't fathom him being like anything other than like in the moment of wherever he's at. And to look back on, wow, when he was in Atlanta, I was in Lansing. How was my life? Wow, I only lived an hour away from my hometown. Like I lived in my comfort zone. I stayed in my comfort zone. I could go back home anytime I wanted to, and that's what he did. And it worked out that way for him when he got to Atlanta. Because if I remember correctly, he wasn't too far away from. Excuse me.
Yeah, no. Hometown. Virginia Tech was very close to where he was from.
So I don't know. That was a pretty cool story. I wish I would. I didn't go back and visit it because I was just like, fuck that. I invested this much time. I still got another hour and a half left. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I vividly remember how he came out and said, yo, I didn't do any fucking studying. Don McNabb's teaching me how to study.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. So like
I said bless you.
I said thank you.
Motherfucker, I want it twice.
I guess.
He's rattled.
I know, right? It got me all like snivel, like where the fuck? But no, I mean, like I remember that, so it was just like I guess I just don't have any desire
Planters!
to go back and
eat your peanuts. Fucking all up in the camera and shit.
Can you see that for real?
Yeah.
I thought I was underneath it.
Got it in frame.
Are you serious? I'm learning something here because I thought it was just mostly just this fucking grill.
I mean, like I can see the peanuts in frame still.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. It ain't fucking up the camera. It's blurred out. I'm just saying, like, for whatever you think, that peanut bottle is in frame.
Over here?
Well, it looks like it's to your right shoulder. Like it's right, like it's
That's
stacked
my right.
on top of the mic. Yes. Oh, wait. Now put your arm away. Put your arm down. Now it's gone. Yeah, maybe I'm just tweaking. Who knows? Nonetheless, last shout out I have. I found this game today. I challenge you to download it in your free time and try it out. I'm addicted to it. I've only played maybe a half hour of it. It's called the Retro Bowl. It's got a Tecmo feel to it, except you get to manage your roster, only star players, your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator, your 1, 2, and 3 draft pick. It's an app on your phone. Retro Bowl. I'm shouting out Retro Bowl. For all you, I paid 99 cents to have the full version within 15 minutes of owning it. I was like, yo, I'm fucking with this game. I'm so super, super, super stoked to get deeper into it, dude. My Redskins, my favorite team is Miami, but you got to play a season before you can start, getting offers from teams. So got to wait to be a Dolphins.
What's it called?
These are fucking Retro Bowl. Shit's fire. I think I saw it on, I don't know where I saw it actually, but the app looks like a, yeah, dude.
You're playing it right now. What the fuck?
Redskins, bro, 7-3 right now. First in my division. I got my team morale at 61%, 3.5-star offense, and a 3-star defense. Mind you, when I took over this team, week 15 of last season, because that's just where they start you in this game, I had a 1-star offense and a 1.5-star defense. So your boy Clay Haggood's doing big things. And you know what's fucked up is I'm building up these Redskins to a Super Bowl caliber team, and in the back of my head I'm like, now remember, Clay, you're gonna jump ship to Miami when they give you an offer, so don't make them too good. You've had I've had bad experience with the Redskins in a Super Bowl in my Miami Dolphins past. So I ain't trying to fucking make another dynasty over here. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful with how I handle the front office moves.
You're like, I don't want to be subjected to have to be a fucking Redskin. I want to go back home.
Hey, they do a random team. I know. So, anyways, let me know what team you get because I'm curious. They do random names, but you can edit the names to whatever players you want. But I'm gonna wait till I become a Dolphin to do that. Dan Marino is for sure coming out of retirement, bro. I can promise you that.
You're gonna have a fucking 80-year-old Dip Buckets running shit. Get out of my way, little boy. Oh, I tell you what, I think we're good, man. Are you good?
Good. Is CB good? Little CB? You want to call him down here and ask real quick?
I'm gonna fucking him his dick when I see him.
It's just child abuse, people. Calm down. Damn.
Oh my god. Like, yo, the other one's like, yo, can I get some sun kiss? He didn't get on. He was whispering that shit. He's just like mouthing that. Can I get some sun kiss? And I'm like, nah, dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna interrupt me at 9:00 in the evening and fucking ask me for a fucking
on a school night.
CB came, look, he goes, yo, I need some planners. Motherfucker, you didn't know planners were down here.
Get off my nuts!
This kid is
something
else.
And figuratively.
Oh, well, hey, guys.
Hey, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, follow us on iTunes. Like, come on, show us some goddamn love.
Yeah,
tell your friends and family to follow us. Tell your loved ones to follow us. Like, honestly, if they say no, go on their phone while they're sleeping and follow Proficient Fans.
Just say, hey, it doesn't hurt.
I need every follow we can get. Oh, yeah. And there was another cool shout out.
Yo, I do want to shout out. I will say our podcasting mentor, Sean McMillan. They're doing their last show of Galaxy War Report. It's a phone game that we used to play with our former co-worker Sean McMillan, and he actually helped get us set up with this podcasting game. So I do want to shout him out. Check out the Galaxy War Report this week. I believe they record on Tuesdays this is going to be their final episode, if I understand correctly, on Wednesday. So give it a good listen. If you could, just go, I don't know, Radio Tatooine is their Twitter handle. Go out there, shout them out. Just, hey, say, I don't know. I know I'm a little bit more emotional into this because of the fact that when it was just Radio Free Tatooine before the Star Wars game came out and we all jumped onto that game, I jumped off, Clay jumped off, but Sean kept it going up until this point. We started playing it. I started playing it like 2 days or 1 day after it launched. But I do just want to, give him a quick shout out before we end today's podcast. So What else you got?
I'm probably gonna get the name wrong, and I apologize. Patrick Pajda, amateur MMA fighter, commenting on
shout out him.
I
saw him.
Video.
I appreciated
that's
that shit.
Some dope shit, man. And and the reason I want to shout out, one, it's the first legitimate person that I do not know personally that has reached out just to connect at a level of it, like the level of engagement. Just, I don't know. I appreciate it.
It's what
man.
we want. It took us over a year, but we finally got somebody engaging.
It's just super cool, man. Like, I wanted to make sure I went on there, like, good luck in his MMA career. Like, thank you for the listen. Like, and on top of that, it was cool just to, like, shoot the shit about some UFC fights real quick. So,
right.
Just that shit was awesome, man. Yeah.
I am glad you shouted him out because, or not Corey Anderson, but say his name again. Patrick, thank you. Because I went and looked, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I saw you responded because I was like, what am I going to say to him? And then like you responded, and I definitely am appreciative that you actually reached out. So shout out.
His handle is at Pat Paj Fights, PATPAJFIGHTS.
Yeah.
1-0 amateur MMA career. Hopefully that keeps the trend going, man, because I would love to have Proficient Fans in your corner when you're fighting for that. I believe it was a featherweight title. Let me double check. Let me respect the weight class here. He is a future, as he's dubbed himself, which is dope. Yep, featherweight champion. Bam. Appreciate you, Pat.
I followed him, so I mean, definitely hope that anybody that follows me, follows this podcast, goes and follows him as well. Let's build this kid a lot of support, because here's something that I know as an individual. You tend to do more things in a positive movement when you have more people behind you. Mm-hmm. So, let's go show this kid some support. Hopefully you can sit there and say, I remember him back when, let's think about all the people that you can actually say that about.
Yeah. And Patrick, if you do listen to this for the sake of it, man, just because I want to know, and I know we're still a little ways away, let me know who you think's going to win on the UFC 248 card for the title fights. Adesanya and Romero and Weili and Joanna. Let me know. Just curious what you think. Go from there. So, yeah, man. Thank you for the listeners. All of you. I appreciate you. I love you guys.
Well, from us here at Proficient Fans, episode number 71. Damn.
Let's
get it.
That's
Let's
sexy.
Get it. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, Clay. Hey, Clay. Give me an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're out. Peace.
Take care.